When you decided to have the receivers run to space rather than run to a set line, that's kind of the concept. Was that you and Hal in a coffee shop in Iowa? When did that come about?
There's always been some of that. I mean, you have to have a particular depth, but basically, you sit in zones, and and we're not the only ones to do this. A lot of people, you run versus man, you sit versus zone.
Does that take a little bit longer to teach, or at least get the quarterback and the receiver on the same page?
A little bit. It's not bad though.
I guess when factoring into a receiver's effectiveness or a quarterback's effectiveness in your system, how much of it is their ability to kind of see where the receiver is going to end up, where that space is?
Well, they need to look when they come to space. When they come to space, they need to look. So there's a little bit of a learning curve on that, because sometimes space isn't where you expect it or where it's drawn up. So the defense might have just screwed up. The defensive guy might have busted. The defensive guy might have lined up wrong. So if you hit space, you want to look for the ball.
You and Hal were talking to Ray Berry about why it's so effective to either just stay on one side of the field or the other and learn that side of the field. When do you kind of decide where that side of the field is for an incoming recruit?
Kind of depends, just the characteristics of the position. We don't strictly go one side, but you try to pinpoint the nature of the routes that they're going to catch, so that that way you can have them catch exponentially more of the ones that they're going to catch, the routes that they're going to catch, instead of just cover a whole pile of them type of thing.
For a guy like Kyle, who's kind of been learning both as a freshman, but now has a lot of game experience on the left side, do you see just kind of keeping him there?
Well, you look for a versatile guy. You look for a guy that's got the versatility to do it. Back itches. Extra close. Anyways, you look for a guy that's just versatile enough to do it, and it's almost, you want kind of a relaxed guy. I don't think it's terribly hard, but there's guys that are seniors that don't have the knack for that, and there's younger guys that do. So,
is there a hardest route to learn, do you think?
I think it depends on the individual. Some people struggle with verticals. There's a lot of technique to a vertical, leaning into the defender, and then you have to transition your eyes from one side to the next. And some guys struggle with transitioning their eyes. For most people, horizontal catches are easier than vertical catches.
Is that one reason why kind of mesh and those crossing patterns are such a staple? They're just easier?
They're not real hard, but you have to run fast. If you don't run fast, they hurt you. Or, it's a mess.
Are those skills you were talking about on vertical routes, are those pretty similar to a fade, stacking the receiver leaning, or defender leaning?
Yeah, it's all part of it.
Dom yesterday was talking about the freedom that you give him in terms of the technical details of what he does. Is that something he has earned, or is that something you think you generally give receivers?
Generally, but the better they get, the better they develop their kind of their skills, and the more they get, because there'll be individuals that illustrate things that they can do well, that they just individually do well, and you don't want to diminish that, providing it's useful. If it's just sloppy freelance street ball stuff, you got to get rid of it.
In this case, is he pretty sound technically?
Yeah, he is now. I mean, he the most of all the guys we have technically, and that really started about midway through last year. Yeah.
Coach, when you look at Jacob Seidel, what made him a good option to throw into the offensive line this last week?
He's got some experience. He's got some experience. He hadn't had as many effective off seasons as he might have, and he's been on the cusp a number of times. So,
what has he grown from last year to this year in order to earn that spot?
He's just a stronger, tougher guy, more than anything.
Is it fair to say that in a game where you had Jacob Seidel at right guard, Kyle Sweet was your leading receiver, Parker Henry was your leading tackler? I mean, that game must have been quite a statement to the depth.
Well, you just try to play a bunch of guys, and if everybody plays together, then you don't know who's going to feature, because because you know everybody's skills together. All of a sudden, you know, it's going to just happen based on everybody doing their job, and then it's hard to pick out who exactly is going to break loose. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.